Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley.
Devils can't hear it no more. Standing to the man, can't feel it no more. Celebrating, don't feel it no more. You're dropping a minute, but can't steal it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to be a rich when your inside's
from the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Watch out!
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll let it go deep left sideline. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Johnny Barron. And the Broncos are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. That's Michael Williams in on the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Second down, they need 7.
Bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A 54-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
We'll go play action. Purdy. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And the managed to pick up about 4. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. They run once more with McCaffrey. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark. Yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. Quite a call there. 4th and inches. They go for it, and they gain 5.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. You put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Get set, get set.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. We'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Purdy. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Third and short. Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Get set, get set.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they come up now second and goal.
Outside. Right there. 18. What's up? Here we go. Here we go. Up.
Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Denver.
A first down throw for Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
They send Sutton in motion. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
From 29, here's second down and 3. Nix gonna keep it on the zone read. And he's gonna go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Bo Nix, touchdown Broncos. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos are on top. It's now 10-7.
49ers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, and the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
18. Watch out.
3rd down, Purdy. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Results in a 4th
On
down.
4th down, Jack Browning is on to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Bombers.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 79 yards in all. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Harvey is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score Broncos 17, 49ers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Get set.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Outside. Yellow. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Brings up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Get set.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Can't. Stop.
Play action now. Purdy. Flush to his right.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback. just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Outside. Watch out. Uno. Up.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. York now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
49ers 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's caught. Free Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds. Just shy of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
2nd down. Nix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
York to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And in motion is Ingram. Now it's Dobbins. And wow, it's hard to get a square shot when he's moving like that. Spinning and turning and picking up 9 yards. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
To throw is Nix. On the run to the right. Now he'll run.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. Still going inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time, he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Into the hands of Hubbard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, 49ers.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Get set.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Get set, get set. Up.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
York's kick is good. And the Niners are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Escaping to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for 8 dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Broncos
He'll give it to Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Williams. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up fourth down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Watch out! Start!
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's second and 1.
Get set! Get set!
On to the fourth quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup, 21. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
What's up? 53!
On play action, here's Purdy. Forced out wide. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Here comes second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
To throw is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
We'll go play action, Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Watch out! 21.
Play fake. Now it's Purdy. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run it here with Jones. And he'll take this one in. Velus Jones. Touchdown, San Francisco. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball game.
To kick off.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. 17 yards on that play. First down, Broncos.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Back to throw is Nix. Moving outside the pocket. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so he's going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
You can see the quarterback. He's got his eyes downfield about as long as he possibly can. He comes down late to his back on the check down, and after that loss, he probably would have been better off just throwing it away.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. It feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a fourth down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Captain, 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 captain.
Nick's gonna throw for it. That ball intercepted. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Outside. Up.
Back to throw. Purdy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10.
Watch out. Hey, I got him, man, I got him. Stop.
Now McCaffrey. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Outside. Right around, stop. Stop.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, 3rd down.
22. Strike. Check strike. Ready.
Ritter gonna hold on to this one. And the 49ers are gonna have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Now, 1st and goal.
Get set, get set. 18. Up.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. And they'll get the timeout call here. It comes with just 1 second left on the clock. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to win the game. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So a win here for the 49ers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.